Hello and welcome, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to Datacolor's introduction of SpyderX, the best spider ever. My name is John Walrath. I work on the support team. I'm the imaging training and technical support manager. And on the line with me is Oliver Muse. Do you want to say hi, Oliver?
Hello, everybody.
So we certainly appreciate that you've taken the time to spend with us here, learning more about SpyderX. Just a couple quick housekeeping things here. Everyone's on mute, and at the end, we're going to open it up for questions, and you'll see that on the dashboard of the GoToWebinar. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. So we'll start with a quick look back on a little bit of Datacolor history here with the Spyder line. So in 2001, we launched the Color Vision Spyder, monitor Spyder. 2004, we introduced the Color Vision Spyder 2. Spyder 3 was introduced in 2007. 2012 marked the beginning for Spyder 4. Our Spyder 5 launched in 2015, and about 2 weeks ago on February 11th, we introduced our next generation of Spyder, SpyderX. Now this marks this is a completely new Spyder. This is not just a 6th generation Spyder, but this is a completely new development. Before you can mark this down, and you can find out more information on the microsite for SpyderX at spyderx.datacolor.com. So the first thing what we're going to talk about is really the hardware improvements of this new design Spyder. This uses a completely new groundbreaking lens-based color engine. It provides a higher level of color accuracy and more precision than ever. And you'll see a lot of these improvements in the shadow areas. Is a great place to see this. You're going to see improved white balance and shadow detail in the shadow areas. So this really allows to get the deepest black in the monitor, very neutral, very accurate, and it really allows it to be more precise than ever. And that's really achieved through this new design in which we've used for SpyderX.
Yeah, Spyder has a lens and focuses the pixels inside the screen. So you see a little graph here, 0.17 candela per square meter is the black point of the monitor. So that's why here is a green line, which should be a kind of dotted line, of course, yeah. And the blue line that you see here is the previous Spyder 5, while you can see here is a little dent in the very low RGB numbers. So means in the really deep grays and almost black tones in the monitor. But the red line, you see it's linear, and I don't want to say flat, but maybe there's a better word, John.
Yeah, flat, even. Yeah, flat works. Straight. Yeah. So in this groundbreaking lens design for the color engine, this includes there's no organic filters in there. It's able to calibrate all types of displays, all types of monitor technologies, to include P3 gamuts, OLED, GB, RLED, Adobe RGB, and sRGB monitors. Those, popularity, the popular ones you think of for this is iMac Pros, MacBook Pros from 2018 and newer use these new RG phosphor LEDs. iMacs from 2017. This new technology really can be calibrated now with this because of this lens-based color engine. Last thing here is there's less stray light effects on the calibration. You could see that if you have two monitors right next to each other, there can be some spillover in light from each display. So there's that because of this lens-based design, there's there are less stray light effects on that calibration.
This is something I tested here in my on my desk in my office where I do the retouching of my images. So I'm using a MacBook Pro and a bigger Samsung. It's a 32-inch display, and they are standing, I think, around about 30 degrees to each other. And the bigger Samsung is shining on the MacBook Pro. So this really, you can see that in the calibration result. When I cover with a cardboard box my bigger Samsung, or I don't cover that, you see a difference in the calibration of the MacBook Pro with the Spyder 5. So now with the SpyderX, I don't have differences afterwards. So it doesn't matter if I cover the Samsung or not. So I even tested it a little harder. I took the SpyderX sensor and I moved it away from the monitor for half an inch, round about that. And I measured the white point. There's almost no difference. You can measure that, but you can't see the difference. This is not asking you switching on the lights during the calibration. So I just want to say it, it forgives a little not optimal room light in your room during the calibration process. That's what I want to say with that.
Yeah. This will also work very well on curved screens too. I want to make sure I mention that here too. Now, one of the things we're really excited about is how fast the SpyderX is. This will give you the highest accuracy colors on your display between 1 and 2 minutes time. And we've run our own tests here. And we've been able to get it, and in some cases under a minute for calibration. So we're saying it's going to average about 4 minutes savings per monitor on average, and then that really begins to add up if you're using the Studio Match feature in the SpyderX Elite, calibrating multiple displays at one time. That's really going to save you a lot of time. So it is several times faster, and it's easier than ever. Becomes more convenient to calibrate. There are additional software features that help ease the speed and convenience that this new SpyderX has too.
Mm-hmm. So you remember the plus features that we offered with Spyder 5? They are all included now in the SpyderX-Pro or the SpyderX Elite.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we'll run through those here later.
Yeah. So tools, just to name them, are the Profile Manager, which allows you to delete or reorganize your profiles, or one-click calibration, which starts the calibration just with a click, and so on, and soft proofing and so on. But a little more about that later.
Yep. So the other component here, besides a new and improved hardware, is the software improvements too. So the fastest Spyder ever must be driven by the fastest software ever too. So this is it includes our intuitive, well-known software interface, and we did that very intentionally. We have surveyed our customers and asked questions about workflow, and that came back overwhelmingly that this was the workflow that was preferred. So we've taken customer feedback into account and included the same well-known, intuitive, wizard-driven software interface and carried that over here in the SpyderX. But everything is new under the hood as far as software goes. And it's able to really harness that the new SpyderX sensor. And we're also adding features into the software for the SpyderX as well, and we hinted at those earlier here. One thing you'll notice here on the right-hand side, it includes that our contextual help. You can still scroll your mouse over any part of the screen to find out more about the particular question that you're that you're working through on the software. And at the bottom of the screen, there's a link to a pretty extensive database on color management and features of the SpyderX software for additional help. Yep. So our SpyderX product line includes 2 software versions. We're using the same sensor on both. So the first being our brand new SpyderX-Pro and our SpyderX Elite. At this point, there's no upgrade between Pro to Elite. We have 2 products here: SpyderX-Pro and SpyderX Elite. SpyderX-Pro is a advanced featured monitor calibration device for both desktops and laptops. It's designed for serious photographers and designers who really want control within their color workflow. And SpyderX Elite is our full-featured product for expert monitor calibration. This will calibrate desktops and laptops, and we add projectors to this too. It's designed for the professional photographer and videographer, which will really give you the ultimate control in all types of color workflows.
Yeah, additional features that are included in SpyderX Elite is Studio Match, where you can match different screens that you work with on one monitor. There is another tool that comes with the Studio Match feature, which is called SpyderTune. SpyderTune is to even visually match 2 different screens, which is necessary as long as your monitor types are different. So means CCFL screen, and the new one perhaps is an LED, something like this. The video standards like Senion, SECAM, NTSC, REC 709, REC 2020. These are the new ones, or the most important ones for now. And user-defined brightness setting. So means you can calibrate your monitor to each luminance level.
The new software features that are included in SpyderX, these are found in both the SpyderX-Pro and SpyderX Elite. This is one-click calibration. One-click calibration will launch the software to the point where you're putting the sensor on the screen. Automatic room light switching. This will allow you to, when you keep the Spyder plugged in, you can continually monitor the lighting in the room, and the Spyder will update update your profile to the profile that best matches the lighting that you're working in. Profile Manager is a unified way of working with profiles. This allows you to quickly change a profile to a different profile for your computer or for a monitor. This allows you to delete the profile if you need to. You can rename profiles. You can quickly launch into the profile folder on your computer for the color management profiles. So it's a very unified, quick, and easy way to work with profiles. And it's the same on both Mac and PC, so it provides a unified way of working with them. The soft proofing and device simulation features, those are found in just the SpyderX Elite. That allows you to see what your image is going to look like in print. So you could use a lab's profile and quickly see what your image will look like on a particular paper from that lab. And device simulation. Device simulation will allow you to render what an image will look like on a mobile type device. And then multiple monitor matching, and that's done through Studio Match and Spyder Tune, both found in SpyderX Elite. Studio Match can evaluate multiple displays and find the best possible setting to get the best match between them all. And Spyder Tune can be used to fine-tune visually a calibration on a secondary monitor to get better matching, but it provides a way of fine-tuning visually a profile.
Okay, these are the different functions in the different Spyders. So basically, what is the difference between SpyderX-Pro versus SpyderX Elite?
Yep. So SpyderX Elite offers these features over the SpyderX-Pro. It includes gray balance fine-tuning, which is a way of using more measurement points to get points of color reference to get better linearization of your profile. Front projector calibration. This is very helpful for someone who's going to present their work on a front projector to a group of people. This becomes very easy, with the calibration as fast as it is now. Video calibration standards or targets. Some of these that Oliver mentioned earlier: Rec 709, Rec 2020, DCI-P3, NTSC, PAL, or PAL, and CCAM. These become the targets for someone doing video work here too. Unlimited target settings. This really allows you to tailor the calibration to your individual needs. It allows you to set target values for brightness, beyond presets. You can and white point and gamma. You can really fine tune the exact settings that you want for your particular workflow, whether it be photographic or videography. And it includes the flexibility for other types of color workflows. So these can be also saved quickly for future calibrations. So it gives you the flexibility to really fine tune what you want. Advanced display analysis. These are features that allow you to better measure the color performance of your display. One being uniformity. This gives you an idea of the brightness and color uniformity of your display. It really helps you understand, better helps you understand your viewing environment, so you know where the sweet spot of your monitor is. If your monitor, it really helps you understand, the best color performance for your display, where that is on the screen. And additionally includes a colorimeter function, which allows you to define a color and then use the Spyder to measure that on your screen. So here's an overview of our SpyderX product line. This includes a lot of what we've talked about here, but these are the feature sets that you're going to find in both the SpyderX-Pro and SpyderX Elite. These charts can be found on the microsite too, SpyderX.datacolor.com. These are some additional features here. I'd like to highlight the software requirements for SpyderX. It's compatible on Mac OS Yosemite 10.10 to Mojave 10.14, which is the current one. I do want to point out that the software is 64-bit, so it's ready for the next Mac OS. It's also Windows compatible on Windows 7 through Windows 10. both 32-bit and 64-bit.
Yeah, and of course the software is in that high resolution mode as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So why should we upgrade to SpyderX?
So it's the most it's the most accurate Spyder ever. It includes our groundbreaking lens-based color engine, providing the highest level of color accuracy. It's the fastest Spyder. It calibrates in 1 to 2 minutes, making calibrations very easy and very convenient to do. It's the easiest Spyder to use. It uses the well-known software interface that's wizard-driven and very and has contextual help if you need to find out more information about what you're working on. And your calibrator should at least be as new as your displays. SpyderX was designed for all types of current monitor calibration or current monitor technologies, so it can calibrate those the most effectively.
Yeah, right. Just think about your P3 gamut displays that didn't exist 5 years ago. So of course, SpyderX can or is optimized to calibrate, to read the colors of those displays, of course, perfectly and calibrate it smoothly.
Yep. It is the best Spyder ever.
Yep, it is. So I would like to ask you something. Let me put that in. And by the way, I will open a feature or an option where you can ask us questions. And we will read them, your questions, without your name, of course. So nobody knows who asked these questions, but we will answer them. We will read them and answer them for everybody. So I think it is still interesting to stay a little in the webinar after our presentation. So here, just please click which Spyder did you use now or for now. And it's because of our webinars, we want to create new webinars. And of course, these should be optimized to our users. That's why we are asking that question. Thank you. So you really help us with this. Thank you. Here we have a little additional information. So it's about our free phone support that is available in USA, also in Europe, by the way. And we have a ticket support 24/7. Of course, you can reach us whenever you want. The link to that is support.datacolor.com/submit-ticket. This will open our ticket system where you can leave a little information about you and your system. This is important for us to find the right answer to your question. So here you see that. Where's my cursor? Here we go. So you can type in your name, your email address, and so on. So you tell us a little about the software that you use and so on, and then ask your question. It is in the bottom of that form. And of course, we will answer to you with links to videos, or we will send you PDFs to describe something, or we just type the answers. So of course, we help you with questions about the Spyder and of course about your workflow, means how to handle color management. But it's not just the ticket system. We also do further webinars. At the moment, there are no further webinars online, but here's already the link. It's go-to.datacolor.com/webinars. We do webinars with different topics. So something like, what do I need to ensure when I want to publish my images in the World Wide Web. So how can I optimize them to ensure that others will see the colors and the brightness and the contrast as I saw them on my screen. So there are a few hints and tricks that you can ensure or that you can optimize your file. It's just one example. Of course, a little more like Photoshop settings or Lightroom settings and so on. And in the end, I think that is basically our webinar. Thank you for your attention. I opened the feature or the option to ask us questions. So just do that, type in your questions and ask whatever you want. We will answer that.